so let's go ahead and take a look back at the hotel that's right behind us. If you look over to the left, you can actually see some of the fire trucks at the end of the road, but this is not a situation where they are trying to save the businesses. So when we were on the side of the freeway over by Kaiser Permanente, that was a little bit more of a residential neighborhood. We've now gone to the other side of 101. The wind was able to push this fire. It jumped the highway, jumped the freeway. And so now what we are looking at is a much more industrial area. But up on the hill, we can see what either looks like condos, apartments, something of the sort. So again, once the sun comes up, firefighters will finally start to figure out the impact that this fire has had. Live in Santa Rosa, Katie Nielsen, KPIX 5.
Katie, I know that you've got to move here in a second. I do have one question. Earlier, you were talking about the evacuations of the hospital. I understand that those are now complete. What is your sense of the evacuations of that general area, and at what point do you think the firefighters are going to pivot towards fighting those fires in your area?
To be perfectly honest, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. That's because they are so limited on resources that they are pulling firefighters from Southern California, asking them to drive up to help fight this fire. So at this point, this is still a situation where they're trying to save lives. Back to you.
Katie Nielsen, thank you. We understand she has to move for her own safety right now as the situation there is evolving near Santa Rosa. Some of the emergency shelters that are now in place for the fire in Napa, we've been talking about Napa County Fairgrounds. There is also one open at the Napa Valley College gym that was just open because another one was all full. So there are a lot of evacuation centers open right now in Napa and Sonoma County. Sonoma County Fairgrounds is also a big one right now that people can go to seek shelter. The Red Cross setting up there to help people. And you can see this photo. This was sent in by somebody who was flying into SFO and saw this view out of the airplane window overnight. So just a sort of stunning view of the devastation, the flames, the smoke that we have been dealing with throughout the North Bay since these fires broke out at around 10 o'clock. We want to remind you we're doing continuous coverage right now, breaking into your normally scheduled CBS this morning as we keep you up to date on the fires that have been burning all night long. This morning, Alameda County Fire tweeted out that it's sending a strike team to help, and as Katie just mentioned, fire crews from all over the state of California are now on their way to help with this firefight as we move from the massive frantic evacuation situation to somehow being able to actually start putting out this fire once they can finally get aircraft in the air. It was sort of stunning looking at Katie's picture to see how it looked like night at that point. And here's a live picture right now from Chopper 5. We're finally able to get our helicopter up in the air because the conditions there are very dangerous. The visibility has been low, and you can see that massive amount of smoke.